sports icon, media personality, and now front-page legal controversy. Shannon Sharpe has left ESPN after settling a $50 million sexual battery and rape suit. What led to this high-stakes fallout, and what does this mean for his career in sports media? Let's break it all down. The legal battle surrounding Alexander Sharpe began to unfold in April 2025. A woman choosing to remain anonymous and identified in court documents as Jane Doe initiated a lawsuit in the state of Nevada. This lawsuit brought forth serious allegations against Sharpe, accusations that would soon capture public attention and ignite a fierce debate. The core of Doe's claim centered around a series of alleged incidents. She accused Sharpe of repeated sexual assault, asserting that these incidents took place in late 2024 and early 2025. The location she specified was Sharpe's residence in Beverly Glen, adding a layer of detail to the already disturbing claims. The lawsuit filed by Jane Doe was not merely a statement of accusations, it was a formal demand for justice and accountability. In her suit, Doe sought a substantial sum in damages, totaling $50 million. This figure represented not only compensation for the alleged harm she endured, but also a statement of the gravity of the accusations she was leveling against Alexander Sharpe. The legal proceedings promised to be complex and closely scrutinized, with significant financial stakes for both parties involved. Doe's allegations painted a picture of a relationship that allegedly began in 2023 and gradually devolved into abuse. She alleged that Sharpe initiated an abusive relationship after their initial meeting. The lawsuit detailed a pattern of behavior that included not only physical acts, but also a campaign of threats and intimidation. These claims suggested a calculated effort to control and manipulate Doe, creating a climate of fear and coercion. Further intensifying the allegations, Doe claimed that evidence of these threats and non-consensual acts had been recorded. According to her legal team, these recordings captured crucial moments that substantiated her claims of abuse. These audio recordings were said to contain compelling evidence of the alleged misconduct, potentially providing a powerful tool in the pursuit of justice. The existence of such recordings added a new dimension to the case, raising the stakes for both sides involved. The audio was released by her attorneys, making the case even more public. The release of these audio recordings sent shockwaves through the media and the public. The content of these recordings, if verified, could prove to be highly damaging to Sharpe's reputation and legal defense. The attorneys representing Jane Doe asserted that the audio evidence was irrefutable and would play a pivotal role in demonstrating the validity of their client's claims. They expressed confidence that the recordings would corroborate Doe's account of the events and ultimately lead to a favorable outcome in court. In addition to the audio recordings, Doe's legal team also suggested the existence of other forms of communication, such as text messages and emails, that could further support her allegations. These digital communications, if authenticated, could provide additional context and evidence of the alleged abusive relationship. The legal proceedings were poised to delve into a complex web of evidence, with both sides prepared to present their case before the court. Sharpe quickly denied the allegations, calling the relationship consensual and the lawsuit a shakedown. He also shared screenshots of texts suggesting role-playing and fantasy elements. He voluntarily stepped aside from ESPN's First Take in April, originally stating it was temporary, planning to return by preseason. On July 18th, legal teams announced a private settlement, and the case was dismissed with prejudice, meaning it cannot be refilled. Within 2 weeks, ESPN quietly severed all ties with Sharpe. Despite his intention to return, the network confirmed he will not go back. Sharpe isn't disappearing entirely. He still hosts 2 popular podcasts, Club Shay Shay and Nightcap under the Volume Network. Despite the fallout, episodes dropped hours before news broke, showing his digital presence remains intact, at least for now. Interestingly, Sharpe also revealed he passed on investing $300,000 in early Google stock, an opportunity that could have made him a billionaire today. Now, with his media career seemingly derailed at ESPN, the blowback comes at a critical time of lost opportunity. ESPN's decision to sever ties wasn't taken lightly. Reputational risk emerged as a paramount concern, casting a long shadow over their continued association. While no criminal charges were ever formally filed, the court of public opinion can be just as decisive. The optics of maintaining a relationship with a former NFL star who had settled a staggering $50 million sexual assault lawsuit proved to be an untenable burden. The potential damage to ESPN's image and brand was simply too significant to ignore. This wasn't just about legalities, it was about the message they were sending to their audience, their advertisers, and their employees. Inside the boardroom, intense discussions unfolded. Executives meticulously weighed the pros and cons, carefully assessing the potential fallout from all angles. The gravity of the situation was palpable as they grappled with the complex implications of the lawsuit and its settlement. Every possible scenario was analyzed, every potential consequence scrutinized. The decision to cut ties was a calculated one, born out of a deep understanding of the reputational stakes involved. In the wake of the decision, the brand adopted a strategy of silence. There was no official press conference to address the matter, no carefully crafted statement released to the public. The microphone stood silent, the podium remained empty. This deliberate absence of communication spoke volumes. The empty chairs in the media room served as a stark visual representation of ESPN's desire to move on from the controversy as discreetly as possible. They wanted to minimize further attention and avoid fueling the flames of public scrutiny. The ESPN logo, once a symbol of sports broadcasting excellence, now seemed to fade into the background, overshadowed by the weight of the situation. The removal of a nameplate from an office door became a poignant symbol of departure, signifying the end of an era and the severing of ties. The deserted office corridor, once bustling with activity, now stood as a silent testament to the isolation and finality of the decision. The echoes of the past lingered in the air, a reminder of the complex and often unforgiving world of professional sports and media. This case raises questions about how networks handle controversy. Sharpe's exit follows a trend of companies distancing rapidly from high-profile figures, regardless of settlement versus guilt. It also shows the power of reputation, and how public figures must manage narrative beyond courts. So, sexual assault allegations, a multi-million-dollar settlement, and a once highly visible media figure, now out at ESPN. It's a stark and sudden fall from grace, raising serious questions about accountability and the power dynamics within the sports media landscape. Whether you believe the allegations or not, one thing is clear: Shannon Sharpe's career just hit a serious crossroads. This isn't just a minor setback, it's a potentially career-ending event. The implications are far-reaching, not only for Sharpe himself, but also for the network and the industry as a whole. This situation forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about the treatment of women and the responsibilities of public figures. The narrative surrounding this case is complex, filled with conflicting accounts and legal jargon, making it difficult to discern the full truth. However, the undeniable fact remains that serious allegations have been made, and a significant financial settlement has been reached. This crossroads represents a moment of reckoning, a time for reflection on the values and standards we uphold in the world of sports and media. What impact do you think this will have on sports media and accountability? Will this case lead to greater scrutiny of individuals in positions of power? Will it encourage more victims to come forward and share their stories? Or will it simply become another forgotten scandal in the endless cycle of news? The answers to these questions are not simple, and the future remains uncertain. We want to hear your perspectives on this complex issue. Comment below. Share your thoughts, your opinions, and your insights. Let's engage in a respectful and productive conversation about the challenges and opportunities facing the sports media industry today. Your voice matters, and your contribution can help shape the narrative surrounding this important topic. If you found this breakdown insightful, hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell for more in-depth media analysis. We strive to provide you with thoughtful and comprehensive coverage of the most important issues in the world of media. By subscribing, you'll stay up to date on our latest videos and gain access to exclusive content. Your support helps us continue to produce high-quality analysis and commentary. We appreciate your engagement and your commitment to informed discussion.